Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Obianuchi, and on today's video we'll be talking about sunscreens. What is the fuss about sunscreen? Is it really important? Can you omit it from your skincare regime and still produce good results? And also we'll be reviewing few sunscreen, some you should try and some you shouldn't bother trying. So keep on watching. This us to the ultimate question: are sunscreens really worth it? Can you remove sunscreen from your skincare routine and produce good results? Is it necessary? The answer is sunscreens are worth it. Yes, and 1,000 times yes. If you're using exfoliant like salicylic acid, glycolic acid, or you're doing your skincare routine, you're using your cleansers, your toners, blah blah blah, and you're not applying sunscreen, I have a Nigerian phrase for you: they play. Seriously, just the play, because you're playing, boo. I mean, you cannot, there is no way you can attain excellent results from your skincare routine if you're not applying sunscreen. Trust me, I'm talking from experience. My skincare routine, my skin changed when I started applying sunscreen. My texture, skin, everything just normalized. Sunscreen helps a lot. It protects your skin from UV rays. Physical one that just sits on the skin reflects UV rays, while the chemical one penetrates into your skin. So sunscreens are really important. Their importance cannot be overemphasized. You cannot skip your sunscreen. Yes, you can even skip toners, but please don't skip your sunscreens. It is really important. And I know a whole lot of us are like, oh, we are blacks, we have melanin, and sunscreen is really important for blacks. Sunscreens are important for blacks. It helps prevent wrinkles, aging signs, and a whole lot. Sunscreens are this is like the icing on the cake. Like, you have a birthday cake, after baking the cake and you do not put icing on the cake, it's not going to look good, it's not going to turn out good. So sunscreens are like the icing on the cake. They are really important. You few sunscreens that I've used, and I'm going to be giving you guys, as always, honest reviews. 101% honest reviews. So let's get started. I would like to start with Skin Doctor. My sister, that was how, sunscreen. I was like, stop, let me go and try a sunscreen. Like, it is really important. I've read about it, I've done my research, and I've seen that this is not something you can skip. So I carry my 2-leg waka enter market. Like, I got into the market, I purchased this sunscreen, Skin Doctor. Then I didn't really know about, I've not used the sunscreen before. So after doing all the orishi, like after using my cleanser, my toner and everything, I applied this sunscreen. That is the Skin Doctor sunscreen on my face. I looked like a ghost. The white cast is something you can, even myself, I looked in the mirror, I was like, okay, maybe this is how this thing is. Maybe with time it's going to like penetrate into my skin. I actually summoned up courage. I wore my clothes, I got dressed for school. Then I was still in uni. I got dressed for school, I walked to school. As in the way, I was just passing people and they were looking at me like, what's wrong with her? That type of look. So I was like, oh, maybe I'm really glowing today, maybe my skin is popping. So until I had to pass a mirror. There is this mirror that there's this mirror, like a class mirror. So when I passed it, I was like, who is that? I had to go back and then pass the mirror again. My sister, that was when I knew that I wasn't looking good at all. It wasn't good. How I wish I can show you guys pictures. If I can get pictures of what it looks like something that looks similar to that look, I would just insert it. But my sister, run away from Skin Doctor sunscreen. It is not worth it. I'm telling you, just keep your money. So I felt it was my face, so I had to go back. So I kept the sunscreen. I was like, I'm not going to waste my money and all that. So I had to go back. When I got back home, I gave it to my dad, because my dad, he works and he's really exposed to sun. I was like, okay, I'm doing one good thing for you. Apply this sunscreen. I applied it on my daddy's face, and my dad had to go to work. When he came back, I was even going to greet him like, oh, daddy, you're back, like that type of daddy, you're back. The first thing he told me was, do not ever try to apply any nonsense on my face. That I got him washing his face all through the day, and it wasn't funny. Like, seriously, it wasn't really funny. He looked like a ghost. I was like, serious skin doctor, I actually had to go online and then saw few people's reviews. There was nothing good about it. So please save your money. If you've seen it in the mall or in the supermarket, just save your money. It is not worth it. The white cast is just way too much. It didn't even let me get the benefit, like if it is good or anything. It just leaves a white cast like cast as though you applied clay marks on your face. It is not worth it. So keep your money. The second one I'm going to be reviewing is the Dr. Rachel sunscreen. Is the one I'm currently using. This is it. I would also insert a picture right here. It has SPF 60 and I actually like it. I applied it on my face and as you can see, it just goes into your skin. But the problem with this is that it hydrates, is moisturizing. I feel like it is too moisturizing. It is very oily. Like if you're going to use this, you will not be able to use a whole lot, like as much sunscreen as you're supposed to use if you have an oily face while using this. So that is my only problem. The only problem I have with this Dr. Rachel sunscreen is that for an oily skin, it might just be too oily for an oily skin. That's the only problem. But if you have a dry or a normal skin, I would recommend you go for it. It is really good and it is moisturizing. Yes, it is very, very moisturizing. So it would be best for a dry skin. That is it. And it doesn't leave a white cast and it's also very affordable. But if you have an oily skin, you might want to be careful with this so that it won't make your situation worse. That is it for Dr. Rachel sunscreen. So the next one we are going to be reviewing is the Gavia sunscreen. I'm actually kind of indifferent about this Gavia sunscreen because I tried using this Gavia sunscreen and it was really good. It didn't leave a white cast. It was good. It didn't leave my face very oily. I loved it. And then when I had to recommend it to someone, she doesn't have anything good to say about it. So that's why I'm really indifferent about the Gavia sunscreen. I don't know if it has the fake out there or it just have to do with the face of the person. So when I even had to do some research about this, I found out that some people are really thumbsing it up, like the Gavia sunscreen. Like people are like, oh, this is a very good one, while some others are saying that this is really not worth it. So that's why I'm saying that I am indifferent about it. But to me, I liked it. The Gavia, I loved it. I didn't have no complaint whatsoever about the Gavia sunscreen. So you might want to try it out too. It is a very good one based on my experience. The one I'm going to be reviewing is the Disa. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. The Disa. I'll just insert a picture right here. My God, this is the worst. You think skin doctor is bad? You have not tried this. I think this is the worst sunscreen I've ever tried. When you use skin doctor is even better, that the clay mask you are applying can still even enter your skin a little bit. This one, it just sticks there. I feel like the texture is not really blended. It's not well blended. When you apply it, you still have tiny particles. It's just like a clay mask and it doesn't penetrate. It just sits there. It gets you looking like a ghost. So it's a no. Do not bother wasting your money on this. Texture, it is not lightweight. It leaves white cast. I didn't even like the smell. I didn't like the way it smelled. I didn't like the color. I didn't like anything about this sunscreen, and I would not recommend it to anybody, anyone at all. So this sunscreen, it is not worth it. Keep your money. You see, I'm trying it so you won't go to try it, so your face will not be elaborate. Yes, so do not bother purchasing this sunscreen. It is a no. Yeah, no for me. So the next one is the Neutrogena sunscreen. One would assume Neutrogena sunscreen, it was supposed to be very good, because I actually got it quite expensive when I got it. I got it around 9,500 naira, and I got it because it is Neutrogena. It is supposed to be good. Neutrogena products are good. Do you get? So when I got it, this product, I found out that when I applied enough, like, you know, the rule of the thumb, like when you're applying a sunscreen, you have to use, let me just show you. When you're applying a sunscreen, you have to apply this much. Some go with 3 thumbs, but I feel like this is enough. You have to apply this much on your face and on your neck. So when I applied, I found out that when I applied this much sunscreen on my face and on my neck, that is the Neutrogena, it leaves a white cast. It didn't actually go in the way I wanted it to go in. This one is actually the Dr. Ratio. I just applied it again to show you guys how to apply your sunscreen. So yes, this is it, and before you know it, it just goes in. That is why I love this. I love Dr. Rachel sunscreen. So for Neutrogena, it actually left a white cast on my face. I was really surprised, like Neutrogena product leaving a white cast on my face. So I actually had to use it on my body, like, you know, like I'm wearing a sleeveless. I just use it on my body, so my money will not waste, because 9,500 was a whole lot. So I felt like I should get something out of my body, but I still find that it leaves a little bit of white cast too on my body. So that is it, and it's really oily. It's way oily, the Neutrogena. And to think that it has SPF 70, I really had high hopes while purchasing it, but it's really oily, and I would just give it a, let's say, a 6/10, because it's a Neutrogena. Let me just give it a 6/10, but it didn't do that much for me. Yeah, it really did not do that much for me. So you might want to try it out. I will not say it's an absolute no. You might want to try it out to see if it will work for you, but for me, I didn't like the result. So there were actually, I'm just going to, like, I'm trying to not make this video very long, so I would list about the three best sunscreen that I've used, like the gel-like Japanese sunscreens that I've used. So they are Misha Aqua, Skin Aqua, and also Suncoat Perfect Gel. Suncoat is the best sunscreen I have used. Like that is the best. It is not oily. It is perfect for an oily skin. It is lightweight, it is gel-like, and it doesn't leave a white cast on your face. Even if you have oily skin and you apply 3 times and you go out, your face, you still have your face looking very oily. So Suncoat is really it. And also Skin Aqua, also it is beautiful. So these 3 you might want to, it is a go-to every day. Like if you're recommending sunscreen for anybody, I would recommend this. You can go and try it and you will not complain. Absolutely no complaint on these 3 sunscreen. So the last one on our list is the unbiased sunscreen. This is actually the first Japanese sunscreen that I used, because I felt that since it's Japanese and it's gel-like, let me try this. This was the first Japanese sunscreen that I used, and I really had high hopes for it, but it didn't give me what I want. I like the fact that it was really watery and it was gel-like, you know, but it still left a white cast. That's the Sunbeer. I would insert a picture. It still left a white cast, and I wasn't satisfied with the result I got. So that is it. Thank you so much. If you have watched this video up until now, please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also hit on the notification bell to get notified each time we post amazing content like this.